I'm delighted to have here with me Mr. Umesh Revankar, Vice Chairman of Shriram Finance. Welcome, sir. So, sir, just going further up on the NBFC growth story, we know that they are recognized as an integral part of the financial system and bringing in some of the segments that aren't tapped by banks, right? So, what are the new sort of product solutions or use cases that are being brought to you by these NBFCs? And are there any sort of product solutions that excite you personally? Because it's a very competitive market with a broad range of needs. So, are there any new solutions on the horizon?
See, we always react to what customer need is. We don't just go by a new product or a new design of the product. See, ultimately it should benefit the customer. So if there is a need for the customer, definitely we will work on it and we'll enable it. But it happens so instantly for us. We don't really have to wait for some new thing to happen and provide it. So most of the customer that is needed by the customer is already in the place, and if required we'll develop it. So I don't really see wait for some regulatory change or some competition to provide us tool for developing new product.
Okay, understood. Also, well, now the festive season is just on the cusp, and we have we are waiting for how these spends play out. How do you see the unseasonal rainfalls or other factors playing out, and what are the trends you normally see during the festive season that you also spoke about in the panel?
Yeah, see, the uncertainty or unseasonal rain normally disrupts, but this disruption is normally short period. It is not a long term, because we have seen similar thing happening last year. If you observe people don't normally remember what happened last year. Last year, I also see a similar disruption that came because of unexpected heavy rains or lack of rain in between, or monsoon getting prolonged. In fact, last year the monsoon was prolonged up to October in some part of the country. So like that, I think these are all the new what you call uncertainties, which people will be able to manage, because it is not that today there are sufficient tools, methods, transportation, communication that is helping the farmers or the rural economy to cope up with such uncertainties. So last year, in spite of such uncertainties, the crop was higher by around 3.5%. That overall crop output for the agricultural financial year that starts from June to July, June to. So I feel this year also, as per the numbers are concerned, the indication is that it will be on par with last year or slightly more. So there is no number or no prediction or forecast that suggests that their crop output will be lesser than the last year. So I don't really see it is having a lot of negative impact. Plus, as I was telling you today, a lot of the tools and methods to get over it. So and people also are willing to change their crop pattern, willing to put a new crop depending upon the situation, what they want, whether it's a pulses or vegetables or so people minted money on tomato price. So there are people who are very innovative, very adaptive to the situation and make it happen.
All right, so fairly optimistic view on the season ahead. With that, I would thank you for your time, and this would conclude our interaction with Shriram Finance. Thanks a lot, viewers.